Need some more sand on us.
Alright, I just want to thank everybody for coming out today. I'm glad that everybody from our team was able to make it, and the opposition team coming out and the judge, taking time out of your schedule to come out. We'll just get right into it. Actually, first, I'd really like to address the critique that they brought up about, our case, and specifically, more so, actually, we kind of thought, they were arguing about more so the functionality of it. But in essence, the critique is a procedural issue used to silence the voices of minorities, such as Middle Eastern Muslims. And this resolution does not in any way have to be serious, and it could very well be ironic. They're going to come out here and say, this is no laughing matter. But the fact of the matter is this is a debate, and their issue alone, their impacts may be limited to this round, but ours affects 6 billion people, okay? And we're trying to bring out the issue of this through an ironic stance, through this whole performance, which is what debate is, okay? We're trying to persuade you through this performance, and we see this in light that, we were able to persuade you better through the performance rather than just, pure argumentative. Although it is argumentation because it involves persuasion, it very much so involves the whole performance of it. And essentially, what our plan, our ironic plan, our modest proposal pointed out is the false dichotomy between security and privacy. It's not an issue of either or. It's in and of itself is the false dichotomy. It's not like you can only have security or you can only have privacy. The plan itself is, very much so topical. And once we establish that the plan is topical, which addresses their critique of the matter, the plan is in a vacuum. So, really, once they establish, that we were well within the grounds of the resolution, that essentially becomes a moot point, and we have to move on to the point we were trying to make by bringing up such a crazy and elaborate plan. Furthermore, there's no link between that the plan has to be topical. Like I said, it also has to be in a vacuum. The only reason why I keep stressing that is just because I think they really failed to address that. I think they really were trying to harp on, well, their plan and taking it more so in a serious matter. Whereas, as my partner made very clear with 4 minutes left in his speech, it's not like we're necessarily advocating this. Judge, if you vote for us, you're not necessarily voting for our plan. You're voting for the advocacy of, what our plan represents. Yeah.
And aren't you basically taking our position in that this violating privacy for national security is wrong? It seems like all your impacts were directed towards that.
No, see, that's essentially what you're missing, and I actually would like to point that out to the judge. I know you came in here and you said, I'd like to see a good clash between the two. And essentially what you came up here and did is you gave, a halfway decent critique, but basically I just blew it out of the water, and then you just presented a whole bunch of different stuff. Then you just presented a whole bunch of different stuff that was completely irrelevant to the point we made in our entire 7-minute speech. You only addressed our plan, and as we said, our plan is not real. It's in a vacuum. Our real speech was about basically what this plan meant to everything. It's about the whole advocacy. You did not address the false dichotomy at even one time in your speech. So there has actually been no clash on the issue, and really, you're not taking it for what it is, and I hope the judge sees that. I know you came out here and you said, I want to see a good clash, and really, so far, the opposition has just come out here and presented just facts, and they may be true, they may be false, what have you, but essentially, they have not clashed our whole issue. They've only clashed the, ironic plan, and by definition, it's ironic. There's no need to, there's no need for us to come up here and, be like, we, support our plan. Because, Judge, like I said, if you're voting for us, you're not voting for our plan. We don't need to come up here and prove our plan. All we're doing is come up here and prove our point. And they refuse to come up here and debate the point of what our first speech did. And because of that, as of right now, there's no way you can vote for them because there's been no clash back and forth. They have refused to debate us on our grounds, which we have the power to do as setting it as the government team. We have the power to set the grounds of this debate, and they failed to meet us on our own terms, our own grounds. So until they choose to do that, until they come up here and actually there's no grounds lost. So until they come up here and choose to debate us on the grounds, on the terms that we laid out in the first speech, there's no way that you can side with them. Because all they have shown is that our plan is ironic. which my partner clearly stated in the first speech. So basically, they have made no point as of yet. So until they do that, really, I'm not even going to use up the rest of my time because I have nothing else to debate them against. Thank you.